Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kinda Stuff. And today we are playing Love is in the TBR for the month of January. If you guys are new to my channel and haven't seen Love is in the TBR before, that is my TBR game that I play just about every month. It is a board game style TBR game. I roll a dice, I move along the board depending on the space I land on. I pull different prompt cards. And there's easy, medium, and hard spaces. I also have a couple Kiss of Death spaces where if I land on those, I have to spin a random spinner wheel. And that gives me a series that I am in the middle of. And I also have to move back to the beginning of the board. So we like to try to avoid those if I can. Um, it's been a few months since I've gotten to play. Life has been really, really busy the past few months. I've been traveling a lot for work. Then I got really sick, and then I was traveling again, and then I went on vacation, and needless to say, it's just been a while since I filmed, but I am back. I am healthy again. So yes, let's hop right into the game because I am really excited to build my TBR for January and start a brand new year. I can't believe that it is 2026 already. So let's hop into roll number one. Roll one. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An O. All right, well, our first roll, kind of fitting. Also realized I didn't update my prompt cards. So we pulled an O prompt, which was a 25 and 2025 pick. Obviously, this needs to now be updated to a 26 and 2026 pick. And I also realized that you guys have not seen that video yet because I haven't posted it yet. So spoiler alert, but the book I will be picking for that is How to Defeat a Demon King in 10 Easy Steps by Andrew Rowe. In this, we are basically in a world where every 100 years this demon king rises up and a hero is born who is supposed to defeat this demon king. However, this demon king this time rises early, and this young adventurer takes it upon herself to start diving through these dungeons and leveling up and trying to get this legendary sword in order to defeat the demon king. So yeah, really excited. I've been reading through the Dungeon Crawler Carl series and really enjoying that. And I wanted to give a different lit RPG a try just to see if like Dungeon Crawler Carl is just a fluke or if this is a genre of book that I really enjoy. This one is like a one-off. I think this is a standalone. I don't believe there are going to be any more in this series. So I thought I would give this one a go if I end up liking it. I know this author does have a few different series that he does in the same genre, so we'll see. But I'm excited to give something different a go. And also, this one was blurred by Matt Dinneman, so I'm hoping that I really end up enjoying it. And this edition's really kind of neat. I like the green sprayed edges and also the cute like 8-bit pixel weapons and stuff on the inside of the cover are really cool too. So really excited to hop into this, and that this is our first pick. So let's hop into roll 2. Roll 2. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A Kiss of Death, so we're spinning our spinner wheel and going back to the beginning of the board. And of course, roll 2 landed us on a Kiss of Death. So let's spin our spinner wheel and see what we're gonna get. Gosh, I remember playing a couple months ago, I think is the last time I played our TBR game, and we hit like 4 Kiss of Deaths that round, so I hope that this is not alluding to that because that was ridiculous. Ooh, okay. Well, at least it was nice to me. We got Dark Gathering, which is a graphic novel series that I have been reading. I am on volume 6 right now, so let me go grab that. All right, so I have Dark Gathering Volume 6. I have really been enjoying these. We are following a group of kids that are all cursed, and they are out basically gathering these different spirits, trying to cure their curses, and it's kind of really a heartwarming story. Our youngest character, her parents died in a car accident, and she's basically trying to go out and look for her mother's spirit, kind of to get closure, but she's getting help from her cousin and this boy that is tutoring her, because they both can also see spirits and are cursed. So yeah, it's been really fun just seeing them go on these adventures, and now that they've kind of really formed these bonds and connections together and they're really starting to get into the ghost hunting, it's been really neat. Some of the spirits they've encountered are really cool and unique. So I'm just excited to see what kind of shenanigans they get into in the next volume. Roll 3. A 1. A paperback. All right, so roll 3 now didn't get us very far. We got a 1, which landed us on an X prompt, and our prompt is a paperback book. So that at least is an easy prompt. So for this, I am going to be picking up From Below by Darcy Coates. This one is on my horror bingo for the year. And I've also just been trying to read through my Darcy Coates backlist, so really excited to get to this one. I'm not always the biggest fan of underwater horror, so I'll be interested to see how I feel about this one, especially coming from like a favorite author. Um, so yeah, really excited to hop in. As you can see, I already have my bookmark in here. This will be one of the first books I'll be getting to, because I'm just super, super excited for it. Roll 4. That's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. An O. Book by a male author. All right, so roll 4 landed us on an O prompt, and that prompt is a book written by a male author. And for this, I am actually going to be reading Unsicker Road by Otto Schaefer. This is book 3 in the, I think it's called Rack and Ruin series. This is like a zombie apocalypse thriller series. They very much give like the Walking Dead vibe. I've really been enjoying the series as a whole. I absolutely loved book 1. It was a 5-star book. I really enjoyed book 2 as well. Not quite as much as book 1, but still thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to hop into book 3 and check it out. Not really going to tell you too much what it's about because it is the 3rd book in a series, but I mean, it's essentially a Walking Dead story with found family aspects, and a broken marriage that is kind of rekindled, and yeah, it's just a really fun, good time, as long as you like a bleak, kind of more dystopian setting, since it is, obviously a zombie apocalypse. Roll 5. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An X prompt, a booktuber favorite. All right, roll 5 got us an X prompt, and that prompt is a booktuber fave. And I think this one's coming at, the perfect time of year because everyone is putting out their favorite reads of 2025. And I think collectively as a whole on booktube right now, I keep seeing a repeating theme on so many people's top books of the year, and that is the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So obviously I've already read Dungeon Crawler Carl, the first book. I've read the first three actually, so I'm going to be picking up book four, which is The Gate of the Feral Gods by Matt Dinniman. Um, these covers are just fantastic. I'm so glad they did this reprint of them, because the original covers were not my style, but these are amazing. The story is absolutely amazing. We follow Carl, who he gets basically it's the end of the world. And him and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, get transported into this dungeon where they have to survive the end of the world and traverse this dungeon together. Um, and they meet a lot of different new characters along the way. There's this overarching AI that is just absolutely wild and ridiculous. There's a lot of really deep conversations that happen in this book, but it's just done in such a fun way. It's just goofy. It doesn't take itself too seriously. I just laugh the whole time I'm reading these. These are chunky books, but time just flies when I'm reading them. They don't feel like a chore or a slog to get through at all. I just have the best time, and all I want to do is binge these. So, really happy to be able to get one of these on the TBR for the month. And yeah, so really excited. Cannot wait to hop into the next book in the series. Roll 6. A 2. 1, 2. Another O. Try a new author. All right, and then roll 6 landed us on an O prompt, and that prompt is to try a new author. So for this, I am going to be picking up Smile for the Cameras by Miranda Smith. This is another book that is also on my horror bingo for the year, so excited to be checking another book off of that. And I believe in this one, we are following an actress who is trying to reclaim her fame, but she ends up having to survive the plot of this horror movie that made her famous in the first place, in this locked room thriller, and it's got 90s slasher film vibes, and it just sounds amazing. I love a slasher, so I can't wait. The cover on this looks amazing, and yeah, I'm super excited to check it out because this one just seems like it's right up my alley. Roll 7. A3. 1, 2, 3. A heart prompt, a book that has a prologue. All right, and roll 7, our last and final roll, because we are on the last space on the board. We landed on the heart space, and this prompt was a book that has a prologue. Now, the book I'm picking, I don't own physically, so I can't say for sure, but I listened to book 1, and book 1 had a prologue, so I assume book 2 is going to have a prologue. But that is Alcatraz versus the Scrivener's Bones by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 2 in the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians series. This is actually a middle grade series written by Brandon Sanderson, which I actually picked up the first book last month and just kind of wanted to try it. I've been kind of dabbling in Brandon Sanderson. It's one of my husband's favorite authors, and his books have kind of been hit or miss for me. But I saw he had a middle grade, and I had heard good things. I heard it was very similar in writing to the Percy Jackson series, which I really enjoyed. So I thought I'd pick it up, gave it a try, absolutely loved it. Um, so really excited to be continuing. I think there's 6 books in total in this series, so I do is assuming I continue to enjoy them, I do intend on reading all of them. So really excited to be checking out book 2. Um, so yeah, that is it for the TBR game. There are a couple other books that, I do want to try to get to. Um, I've been reading a lot less lately than I normally do. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I can do here. But something else I would like to pick up, and I'm sure I will definitely get to in the month of January, is volume 14 of Solo Leveling. The main story has finally wrapped up now in volume 13, and this is kind of volume 1 of like side stories now. So excited to see kind of how they're going to continue the story after the events that took place in the last volume. So excited to check this out. It actually just released yesterday, so I just picked it up. Um, really excited to get to this one soon. And then another book that I need to read this month is actually for a book club that I just started with some friends at work. And that is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. In this, we are following this young girl who lives in this village, and the woods surrounding the village have these dark forces in them. There's a wizard that lives out there, and I think it's every 10 years or something he comes to the village and picks a young girl and takes her. Um, and I believe we are following the young girl who gets taken. So yeah, excited to hop into this one. I don't know a ton about it, but I keep seeing it around BookTube, and I've heard a lot of people like say that they enjoy it. But I've kind of avoided spoilers for it. So yeah, really excited to hop into this one as well. So this is another one that I do actually really need to get to this month. And the final book that I need to get to in January is Living Legend by Ali Shante. I don't know a ton about this one either. I know it's a fantasy romance. It's a little bit on the darker side. It's got angels and demons in it, so slightly more paranormal. I think our female main character is the demon, and our male main character is the angel, which I kind of find interesting. I feel like in most books you see it like flip flop the other way around, where the girl is the more pure one and the guy is the more devilish one. So I'm interested to check this out. And this is the book that we are actually reading for the Love and Horror Book Club. So the Discord is linked down below in the description if you want to join us over there. We'd be happy to have you. We have a separate little chat just for this book over in the Discord, where if you want to talk about it. We also have channels over there where we talk about crafting and cooking and games and all the things. So it's not just books over there. We talk about tons of stuff. So we'd be happy to have you join. So again, that link is in the description down below. All right, guys, that is it for my January TBR. Let me know down in the comments what you are going to be reading this month. If there's anything new coming out that you were super excited for. I know I didn't get a lot of new releases on this list. So be interested to see if there's anything new and exciting coming out that you want to check out. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.